Today we're going to look at multiplying and dividing rational expressions, and I just want to remind you that a rational expression is one where there is a variable in the denominator, and whenever there's a variable in the denominator, we're going to also have to consider restrictions. So let's take a look at this question here, which is a multiplication question. Before we start, we might want to look at those restrictions. The first one where x squared minus 9 cannot equal 0. And when you solve that, you'll say that x can't be plus or minus 3. And similarly, you have the 2x squared plus 14x. And when you factor that, you can see that x can't be 0 and x can't be minus 7. So that's a part of every question. To simplify a multiplication rational question, we need to factor first. So when I look at the factoring options for us, we always want to look first for a common factor. And if I look in the numerator of the top of the left-hand part, I am going to look at taking a 2x out. And that will leave me with x squared plus 5x plus 6, sorry. And then as I'm writing that down, I'm going to see it's a trinomial. Can I factor that? Two numbers that multiply to 6 but add to 5. Yeah, that's x, or 2 and 3, so that is the numerator factored. Basically, when you have multiplying and dividing with a statement such as this, you want to treat it as 4 separate questions first. So the yellow I've done, then I'm going to do the blue, deal with the green, and then the pink. So as I do that, again, I'm just looking for common factor first. And then any other options. We see the pink is a difference of squares, and you shouldn't find this to be too terribly challenging, provided you're confident in factoring. And now what we look to see is what things divide to equal 1. So for instance, 2x divided by 2x is 1. X plus 7 divided by x plus 7 is 1. X plus 3 divided by x plus 3 is 1. And we're left with a simplified answer of that. That's it. Factor and cancel is the basic idea. And then you run into some division. This question is very similar, but we have dividing. And just like we've done for a number of years, when we divide by a fraction, we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. So in the first expression, I'm going to factor as I write it down. And I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. So if I just color code things again, it makes communicating a little easier. We're dividing by green over blue, apparently. So I'm now going to have blue over green when I reciprocate it. So the blue factored, if I take 3x out, and the green factored, what multiplies to 14 but adds to 9. And only cancel what's there. You can't make up stuff. So for instance, x plus 7 over x plus 7, that's going to cancel. X minus 3 and the x minus 3 cancel. And you're left with this expression. Now you'll notice in the denominator you have two terms. Don't multiply them together. Leave them factored. Multiplying them together will serve no purpose. That's that. And you'll have a number of different questions. And again, as long as you can remember that anything on the top cancels on anything on the bottom, you'll be fine. So if you I'll just do this first one with you, and I'll leave the rest to you. There are parts that are alike. There are parts that are not alike. For instance, the a cancels with the a squared to leave you with an a on the bottom. The b on the top cancels with one of the b's on the bottom, and you're left with 1. There are 5 x's on the top, 4 on the bottom, so you're left with 1 x on the top. 4 y's on the top, 2 y's on the bottom, you'll be left with 2 on the top. With the numbers, 16 divided by 8 is 2. 3 over 9 is 1 over 3. And so I'm left with a number of things. And that will be my answer. In the numerator, I have 2xy squared. In the denominator, I have 3ab. And at the start, because you had an x, a y, and an a and a b at the start, x couldn't be 0, y couldn't be 0, a couldn't be 0, and neither could b be 0. So that's it. Factor, cancel, or divide to equal 1. And now you just need practice. That's your assignment. And make sure you get it done and feel confident by the next time you come to class.